Hi, my name is Gerhard Schwantner with Selling Power TV. Today we continue our conversation with Barry Traylor about sales mastery. Yesterday we talked about those two issues, mastering the external process, mastering the internal process. How can a coach help?
Well, again, I think you focus on a specific behavior or skill, however that's defined, whatever you agree upon. And then the second thing is practice. And it's both the verb to practice and the noun, your practice. You know, doctors have a practice, attorneys have a practice.
Sure.
What is your practice plan? What's your practice development as a sales professional?
Right. Well, let's step into the golf analogy that
Sure.
you talked about yesterday. What distinguishes somebody like Tiger Woods compared to somebody who is in the championship game but always finishes in the maybe 30 to 50 range?
The difference is so slight, most people, wouldn't believe it. If you look at Tiger Woods, the #1 money winner, and I think it was last year when I wrote this, Zach Johnson, who I think was number 100 on the money list, there was a 2-stroke difference. 2 strokes
Right.
over an entire season, and
Right.
not 2 strokes total, but 2-stroke average difference between 1 and 100. And I think if we talk about Tiger Woods, as folks named him well, there's this sort of Tiger intensity about him that here he is surrounded by, in
Right.
some cases, thousands of people, and it's like he's in a world of his own. He's
Okay.
just that focused.
Let's go with those two items,
Sure.
intensity and focus.
Yeah.
How do you drive up intensity? How do you sharpen the focus?
I think people mistake or substitute intensity for focus. They bear down,
Right.
they obsess, and it's like they're all about it. And if they miss it, then they're like doubling down, and they're doubling down. And all that does is make you tighter.
Right.
And if you're not doing it to yourself in
Yes, sir.
sales, you get lots of help from your manager.
Right.
You need to get on the stick.
Right, so that's the wrong focus of energy.
Absolutely.
Right.
And so instead of, you've got to do better, you hear this magnificent coaching all the way from senior management as we get later and later in the year and we're behind plan. So you get this awesome coaching that says, make it happen. It's like, okay.
Right.
I mean, what do you think I've been doing all year? Trying not to make it happen? So what specifically should I be doing to improve performance? That's really the question.
If the coaching is not specific and doesn't pinpoint a behavior and a goal and a performance issue, then the focus is vague.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
And the other thing you mentioned, which I think is a little bit of a misdirect, is what's the tangible goal? Well, the tangible goal is you improve. It's not you make your number. Right. It's not you go to club. Those are outcomes. And so there's been a lot of focus, a lot of conversation, and we talked about this in the conference about process, but people, and I think sales management in general, still are interested in the results. The process is sort of interesting,
Right.
as opposed to being really focused on the process.
Right.
And if you execute well, the results will follow.
But again, you need two things. You need a process and associate a metric to the process, so you know whether the outcome of the process points up or down.
Absolutely. And so, one of the articles we've written had to do with if you're a track coach. And okay, so we're all about improving the performance of our team, and we don't have any metrics. All we know is the end results. They keep coming in
Right.
last. There's a great scene in Chariots of Fire, which was an Oscar-winning movie about runners, where the coach said, I think if you just raise your knee a 1/4 inch higher, you'll get improved results. And it's that kind of focus and attention on a specific thing, not run harder. That doesn't tell anybody anything.
We're going to continue our conversation with Barry Traylor tomorrow, where we talk about metrics and mastery and how to interrelate.